The Great Smoky Mountains are part of the Appalachian Mountain Range and are on the border of Tennessee and North Carolina. Established in 1936, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the only park created using private funds, thanks to some locals and $5 million from John D. Rockefeller. It is the most visited national park each year. Why is it called Smoky? Well, the Cherokee word for the Smoky Mountains is Shakonahay, which means land of the blue smoke. The smoke is actually fog or mist that is formed from the vapor given off by the vegetation in the mountains. The molecules in the vapor scatter blue light, giving the fog a blue color. There are more species of trees in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park than in all of Northern Europe. The park has more than 100 different species of trees, and 1/3 of these trees are over 100 years old. The park is huge, with cascading waterfalls, roaming wildlife, and a view that stretches out for over 500,000 acres. The best way to experience the park is on foot. There are over 150 trails that cover 800 miles. The views change throughout the year, so each season is something special in the Smokies. Charlie's Bunyan is a 4-mile hike that offers breathtaking mountain views along the world-famous Appalachian Trail. Hiking through the narrow tunnel of Arch Rock is a highlight of the 5-mile Alum Cave hike. The Chimney Tops Trail is 4 miles round trip and is one of the most popular trails in Great Smoky Mountains National Park because of its spectacular views. The trail gains 1,400 feet in 2 miles, which also makes for a steep climb. There are also many kid-friendly hikes. One of them is the 4-mile round-trip Keppert Prong Trail. There are 4 log bridges along the path to cross over the creeks on the trail. You can experience some of the history of the area by seeing remnants of the logging village of the Civilian Conservation Corps camp and an old fishing hatchery. Porter's Creek is a 2-mile round-trip hike. In the 1700s, this area was a community for a small group of European settlers. Remnants of their settlement still remain today. You can step back into time and imagine what life may have been like for them as you see a barn, cabin, and a spring house. The Smoky Mountains have 2,900 miles of streams, all of which allow fishing. The rivers and streams also create waterfalls. The largest and most popular are the big ones, Grotto, Laurel, Abrams, and Rainbow Falls. But you can see cascades and little falls all over. Cades Cove is a valley in the mountains that is one of the most popular destinations. This will be your best opportunity to see wildlife: white-tailed deer, coyotes, groundhogs, turkeys, elk, and maybe even a bear. Great Smoky Mountains National Park is one of the largest protected areas in the eastern United States, where black bears can live in wild, natural surroundings. Biologists estimate that 1,500 bears live in the park. That's an average of 2 bears for every square mile. That being said, it's still pretty unlikely that you'll see a black bear during your visit. Cycling is another great way to see the park. Cades Cove Loop Road makes for a beautiful 11-mile journey. You can see wildlife and tour 19th century home sites. You can even rent bikes from the campground store during the summer and fall. You can still see and experience the grandeur of the Smoky Mountains, even if you don't want to hike or bike it. In fact, the term scenic drive could have been invented here. There are 384 miles of road through the park, offering panoramic views, mountain streams, historic buildings, mature forests. There are inexpensive booklets available at the visitor center to help guide you through some of the more popular routes, providing history and information for places like Cades Cove Loop Road, Cataloochee Valley, Newfound Gap Road, Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, and Upper Tremont Road. If you're planning to stay for a while, the park offers several different types of campsites. Remote backcountry for the backpackers, front country that has restrooms with cold water and flushing toilets, for individual or group sites, and also horse camps that have a hitching post for your horse. It's relatively easy to go and experience the stillness that these beautiful mountains offer. The Smoky Mountains are within a day's drive of 2/3 of the U.S. population. So, what are you waiting for? Thanks for watching Shore Me Some More. If you enjoyed this video, please click to subscribe to our channel and hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to tap the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to know when we post our next story about shores, outdoors, and more.